One thing we really love here at 96.3 is when we see our local companies, our local businesses doing really, really well. The Tomey Group involved with Born in Detroit, and Anthony Tomey in studio with us this morning. All 6'8" of him, right?
Close.
We made you sit down because our camera is not tall enough for you.
It's too short. So yeah.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
Okay, let's talk about Born in Detroit because there's a new line of threads available, and it's available at Meijer, right?
Yeah, definitely. We have a great partnership with Meijer between both 8 Mile Vodka and the Born in Detroit. And every season, they order a ton of different stuff, and which is great because it's stuff that we don't have necessarily in our store. They carry their own specific line. So
okay,
they've done a great job. They put us all over the place. They put us right in the front, and we sell very, very well for them. So they're happy with it. We're happy with it, and they're just great partners.
I feel like anytime somebody sees your Born in Detroit logo, you're going in. So it helps them too.
It may help them also. It may also get
the
them
merch.
a couple bucks.
Everybody loves the Born in Detroit logos and the merch.
You.
And what you just told us off there is super exciting. You don't have to just be born in Detroit anymore to get the merch.
You can be born anywhere. Yeah, we signed a deal with New Era, and which is probably the biggest hat company in the world.
Yeah,
they're amazing guys to work with. We did something for the Super Bowl with them. We did a Born in Philly and Born in Kansas City, which we were hoping for a.
Did it feel weird to do that though? Like born in Kansas City.
No, I felt nice.
No, the money probably felt pretty good.
Wallet
too.
felt good.
We started talking about this at the end of the season. They're like, we love what you guys are doing. We're hoping, because they're a Buffalo-based company, right? So they're hoping Detroit, Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of several reasons. But, I mean,
great.
The obvious reasons of both teams have never been and all this, right, and never won. But also that, you've had Kansas City there for a while. We would sell merch like crazy if Buffalo went and Detroit went. So we were both hoping for that.
Yeah.
Obviously, both didn't do
Didn't
their
pan
deal.
out,
They didn't do their deals.
Yeah.
But so we did really well. And, they did nothing. They literally just put on their website a couple T-shirts, a couple of sweatshirts, put on their website, did not 1 ounce of marketing, and we sold like ridiculously well.
Really?
And so, we were waiting. They're like, we'll talk about something for later on after the Super Bowl, see how we do. And they come back and like, okay, we're doing all Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, every D1 college. I said, what? They're like, yeah, that's what we're doing. We love it. Let's make some designs and make this happen. And I was like, a really tough deal for me to say no to. So it's so we're doing it, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It officially launches, June 13th.
Okay.
The process, I've learned through this whole thing that everyone says, hey, let's go. And then when we get said, we're done, let's go.
Hurry up
and then
and
it's
wait.
like 3 months later.
Yep.
It's just the corporate world and how things move. And they have obviously a billion things they got going on.
Right.
And launches, and the NFL draft was like, a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. So a lot of different things. So we understandable, but.
And do you feel like you were still able to keep your creative control with it? Because it's been just you doing Born in Detroit, and now that it's everywhere, like you're still very involved with how the product looks.
Yeah, definitely. So actually, they made 4 SKUs for us, and I was like, at first I'm like, okay, yeah, that looks great, right? Mm-hmm. And then I looked, I'm like, I don't love this. B, I think if we're going to go out, let's go out with our original stuff, with the OGs, right? Like, we want to make this is what got us here. Let's see how this works. And they were like, yeah, you're right. We should do that. So we kept 2 of their SKUs. We added 2 of our original stuff, and we just went, and now it looks great.
Are you going to keep track of what sells better and go see I Told You So?
I mean, we'll see what they do. I mean, I think that's going to sell well. Our original stuff is just clean, nice, and easy, and it just it's really
direct.
brings out. It is.
That's why I always love it when I see it. It's like, oh yeah. Plus, I love seeing those words "Born in Detroit" when I'm traveling or something like that.
It's cool, man. I wear whenever I go on planes.
I'm going on a plane today, and I hope I see somebody when I land in Minnesota with a "Born in." And it's happened before.
It happens all the time. I was just in Orlando actually for spring break, and people are like, oh man, I'm from Detroit. I'm like,
yep.
I mean, I can.
It's so
it just
cool.
kind of happens, and people just love where they're from. They have it tugs on their heartstrings, right?
Yeah.
Like I was born there, and I always tell the story. Like my buddy Devin Gardner, who was played at, was a quarterback in Michigan. Fox Sports Detroit. I gave him a couple shirts. He wore it to an interview. Actually, there was on the field with Dan Campbell, and that was when they did Hard Knocks. Very first episode.
Oh my God, that's
and for 10 seconds, they just focused on Devin. And for that 30 minutes that was on Hard Knocks, we did almost $6,000 in sales, and every single place was out of town. Every single order was from out of town, which just kind of proved our point of, man, like everyone is from Detroit, have
Right.
left, but they still love being from here.
I
Absolutely.
have chills.
So,
That's
kinda crazy.
so
Yeah,
cool.
kinda crazy.
That is so cool. Good
That
for
is
you.
pretty cool.
You do so much. You mentioned vodka. Obviously, you're talking about Born in Detroit. You also are like Mr. Jimmy John. You have how many stores?
We have 50 locations
Yeah,
right
okay,
now.
just
Yeah.
50, just 50. But you also are have enough time to be a very busy dad. How many teams are you coaching right now?
Just 3 right now. I have
Just 3.
I have
my God,
my
Anthony.
oldest is playing travel baseball at 7U, which is kind of ridiculous, but we travel within Brighton, Canton.
Okay, so
we're
it's
not going out of
local
state. Yes,
travel,
local
okay.
travel. But it's every weekend. Saturday, Sunday, you're done. That's
Do you-
it's game over.
Because we're actually going to talk about this. We have a friend who's just on the front end of this. He's got a 5-year-old starting.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, my God, I made a huge mistake.
You have to love it. You have to
Yeah,
love
you
to
do.
be there with them. You want to see them grow. My youngest two, my kids are 7, 6, and 4. So I have the 6 and the 4 playing, on the baseball teams together. My 4-year-old is actually kind of a freak athlete, so he's playing.
Cool.
He's playing on flag football as well. I coach flag football all year
Jeez,
round.
Anthony.
We coach hoops. I mean, I love it. I love the guys we coach with. They're a bunch of really good guys, and I just this is why I work so hard.
Yeah.
Just, so I can put myself in a spot where I don't have to be there all day, every day. And when my kids need to go, we have games, I don't miss. I
Yeah.
don't miss games. I don't miss practices. I just make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's what my dad did for me. My dad never missed a game my entire life until
Oh.
pro ball.
Yeah.
And so, I just got to return the favor and raise my kids that way. And that's kind of what we want to do.
Do you think they're going to ask you to outfit the teams? Like,
Or do you
I
already?
don't think so. I know so. We've gotten that call several times. We have a couple things in the works, but yes,
Honestly, that could be lucrative as heck.
it could be.
Seriously.
It could be great for everybody. It really could be because
Hey, by the way, volleyball.
volleyball. I love volleyball.
My daughter did volleyball for a while, and getting good uniforms, good jerseys or whatever,
Yeah.
that was hard.
Yeah, it's I wish we had men's volleyball back in our day, right? Like
Right.
they do now. They have a lot of
Yeah,
high
they
schools
do.
have it. I
But
would have
girls
loved to play
volleyball is huge.
Dude, those girls are unreal
Yep.
athletes. I mean, the way they jump and the way they hit the ball. I'm like, man, this girl's in high school. She's smoking the
It's
ball.
intense.
Yeah, yeah.
It's no jokes.
Okay, so look for Born in Detroit in every Meijer,
Every
right?
Meijer, yeah.
And the new threads that are out now, check it out. Anthony Tomey here from the Tomey Group. We appreciate your time. And honestly, I think you should write like a motivational book or do a motivational video because
in your free time.
in those 2 hours that you have open that you're using for sleep, do it then. But thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
No, thank you guys for having me. Always a pleasure to be here.
Let's go.
Blaine and Lauren. Weekdays from 5 to 10. 96.3 WDVD.